The news starts now. AM 1240 and 95.3 FM. WJON.
Good morning. I'm Jim Maurice. It's now 8:05. We've had some rain. It's 54 right now. Your WJON weather forecast coming up in a few minutes after the news. Our news this hour brought to you by American Door Works and Perkins Restaurants and Bakery. St. Cloud man who pled guilty to murdering another St. Cloud man has learned his sentence. A Stearns County judge has sentenced 44-year-old Alfonso Cotto to 22 years and 9 months in prison. He gets credit for having served 1 year and 10 months in the county jail. Cotto pled guilty to one count of second-degree murder through an Alford plea. An Alford plea is where a defendant maintains they are innocent of the crime but admits the prosecution has enough evidence to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Minnesota House lawmakers take public input this morning on what legislative leaders say is a deal on rideshare driver pay. But Uber says they don't support it. And Lyft says if those statewide rates pass, they would be forced to shut down across all of Minnesota, not just Minneapolis. House Democrat Majority Leader Jamie Long says they're bluffing.
In Washington state, they are currently operating at a rate that is higher than what we propose, both on a per minute and a per mile basis. And Uber and Lyft are both operating profitably in Washington state.
But Republican Representative Pat Garofalo from Farmington says Democrat legislators struck a deal with Democrat Minneapolis City Council members that will still drive Uber and Lyft out of the state. He says they desperately need Governor Walz and reasonable members of the DFL to wake up and get to work on a real compromise that will keep Uber and Lyft operating. The countdown to Saturday's fishing opener is on. DNR Commissioner Sarah Stroman says fishing has a huge impact on the state's economy.
Outdoor recreation is about an $11 billion industry. Fishing alone is $4.4 billion in Minnesota when you think of the boat manufacturers and the tackle manufacturers we have here. So yeah, when you're out on the water, this fishing opener, remember the fun you are having, but also remember you are doing good for Minnesota's economy.
Stroman reminds Minnesota moms you can fish without a license this Mother's Day weekend. Popular improv comedy troupe from the Twin Cities bringing its show to St. Cloud. Stevie Ray's improv comedy will be at the Pioneer Place on 5th on Thursday, May the 16th at 7:30 p.m. Stevie Ray says they don't travel a lot for public shows, but wanted to this year because they're celebrating their 35th anniversary. He says improv comedy is very similar to the popular TV show, Whose Line Is It Anyway?
But we have 5 performers and a pianist on stage. And rather than stand-up comedy, which delivers prepared material, we take ideas called out by the audience and then create instant comedy based on the material that we get from the audience. So it's very audience interactive.
Stevie Ray's comedy troupe also does shows every Friday and Saturday at the Cabaret at the Chanhassen Theater. They also offer classes that teach improv and stand-up comedy. Tickets for the show at the Pioneer Place still available. For a link to buy tickets, check out this story on our website at WJON.com. The Timberwolves used a stifling defense to limit the defending NBA Nuggets to only 80 points in Game 2 of their best-of-7 NBA Western Conference semifinal series.
On the ball, off the ball, the physicality, execution of the game plan, doing it over and over and over and over again requires like a physical and a mental toughness. They had that. Yeah, I thought really locked in on defense.
That's head coach Chris Finch, who was sitting behind the bench and watched his team cruise to a 106-80 victory. Securing a 2-0 series lead. Game 3 now switches to Minneapolis on Friday night. And, of course, you can hear the Timberwolves playoff games on our sister station, KXSS. WJON News Times 8:09. We've had rain. It's 54. News this hour brought to you by American Door Works and Perkins Restaurants and Bakery. Your WJON weather forecast is on the way next. For St. Cloud and for Duelm. We've had some showers this morning. Showers are going to end here as the day goes on. Just cloudy skies, 67 for a high. Southeast wind at 10 to 15. For tonight, another round of scattered showers possible in the early evening, 47 overnight, and south wind at 5 to 10. Tomorrow, some scattered showers and thunderstorms again late in the day, 68 for a high. East wind at 5 to 10. Our extended forecast on Thursday, a mainly clear sky, 65 on Thursday. Friday, a mix of clouds and sun and scattered storms possible, 68. And on Saturday for the fishing opener, a blend of clouds and sun, maybe a few spotty showers, and 67. WJON News Time, now coming up on 8:12, and it's 54. For more St. Cloud area news, sports, and weather, download our free WJON app on your smartphone or your tablet. Jim Maurice, WJON.
All right, Jim, what's coming up at 8:30?
Cuts coming to St. Cloud State. We'll tell you what we know about that at the bottom of the hour.
All right, Jim, thank you. It's 8:12, and we are, let's see, at least the rain has stopped for now. 54 degrees, at least in our area. There could be some other rain kind of scattered around as looks like that's going to be a factor for a while for us today. 2 Cent Tuesday gets underway next. You can call in at 252-5852. You could also email jay@wjon.com.
Hey guys, time to get in on the action for the biggest moments in basketball with Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projections, place your entry, and win up to 100 times your money. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit of up to $100. Just download the Prize Picks app and use the code GET100. That's code GET100 on Prize Picks for a first deposit match of up to $100. Prize Picks. Pick more. Pick less. It's that easy.